It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your boy B-High. Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got one of my favorite artists in the city in this thing right now, kicking flavor. Rich Homie Quan, what's good with it, my dog?
What it do, man? You already know you official day one. That's man, my real, you know what I'm saying, real day one. I mean, we go back like 4.5 years, you know what I mean, the real one.
Where does the time go, though, Rich Homie? Because, see, back then you was talking about the differences between me and you, and now you're going back to the basics with it, man.
Yeah, man, that's just real. That's how I go, man. You know what I mean? When I first came in, I was really just trying to give an introduction to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like more of the difference between you sound. Still going in, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Classics. And back to the basics is basically me just trying to get back to that sound. Not even that sound, to that fun.
Yeah.
Get that fun again, because that type of fun, you know what I mean, it creates great music. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be in a great environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Try to eliminate some of my problems, you know, let my team help me on this, and we just go from there.
What was it like putting together that back to the basics, though, man? Because, see, at that time, we hadn't heard from Rich Homie in a second. You see what I'm saying? But when you came back hard with it.
Yeah, it was just more so, the hardest part would have been probably just picking the songs. Because the whole time you didn't hear from me, I was still working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My team kept putting in my head, don't stop, don't let this situation, you know what I'm saying, deteriorate your mind, or even don't stop working.
Yeah.
So I was watching a lot of my peers, and it was motivational. It didn't have me down. I was just ready to get back in the game. So the whole time I was out, man, we was still working every day. You know what I'm saying? Over 100 songs still. Like I said, the hardest part was just picking the song selection, trying to make sure the song selection sound like I was going back to the basics.
I mean, you just dropped that visual for that Safe the other day, man, which is another cold-blooded single and video.
Yes.
I mean, this whole thing was an audio-visual project at the same time, too. Tell me about putting it together like that.
Oh, man. For one, it was an audio-video thing, and we wanted to do something different. Of course, I had a following, but I wanted to regain their attention. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to do something different. Of course, I can get them music. I can drop 100 songs, but why drop 100 songs if I don't have no visual with them? Yeah. So we wanted to at least get the people half of the videos, because I know I had them been off for a while. And I just wanted to show the people I was working in every way. You know what I'm saying? Learning the game. We shooting our own videos. We writing our own treatments. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mark, the director, for, you know what I'm saying, helping us bring it to life. Yeah. Other than that, man, we were doing everything in-house like we've been doing.
Whew. What was going through your mind during that time you had to sit down for a slick second and try to get things back together? Because, see, you coming off of a #1 song.
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that was going through my mind was do I want to keep doing it? Because I ain't really been paid for when I gave my all. So do I continue to give my all, or do I go home? You know what I'm saying? That probably was the biggest dilemma I just had within myself.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it was hard, bro. You feel me? Because you want to drop music, you want to let people know what's going on, but at that time you can't because of legal situations.
Litigation.
Yeah, litigation and all that. You can't drop music. You got to go through all this. It's a lot of phone calls, and it was a long process.
Yeah.
So man, looking at my kids' face every day was motivation. You know what I'm saying? Gave me a reason, you know what I mean, to not give up.
Yeah.
So this time go around, man, I got to give 150%.
But then I ask you this, though, because, see, sometimes, God will sit you down just to give you a little break from the game, too.
You right now.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So did you get a chance to enjoy that vacation from it, though?
Oh, I definitely enjoyed it, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Only because, like you say, I started feeling like my music wasn't sounding the same. So I felt as if I needed that sit-down time just for a little minute. That's why I want to name a mixtape Back to the Basics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to show the fans how serious I am about my craft. Mm-hmm. How serious we are about the music, and how serious we are about the brand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We all a resemblance of each other.
Come on now.
Feel me? And that's just you know what I mean? I just had to get smarter, man.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at that intro on your YouTube where you were saying that you feel like some of your fans thought that you fell off. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, you was only gone for a few months, man. What made you feel like they felt like you fell off, though?
Only because, probably like I said, I felt like my lyrics weren't the same as far as when I first came out.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's all about consistency. You know what I'm saying? I had some great projects. I had a great run. Yeah. It's just then I did take a break. You feel me? And in this game, man, the way they dropping music now, it ain't how we were doing it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all you gotta stay dropping. And it's my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to regain my followers' attention, man, and let them know I ain't let y'all down.
Exactly.
You feel me? I just had to handle my legal stuff first.
Now, I mean, back in the day with them investments, I mean, you said you had to think like an investor because you was going to CEO the game.
Yes.
How do you feel now CEO in the game, though?
Oh, man. It feels good. It's a gift and a curse.
Ooh.
I put it like that. It's a gift and a curse. You know
Talk
what I'm
about
saying?
the gift first then.
Well, the gift, you know what I'm saying? Because you be blessed beyond measure. Ain't nothing you can't buy yourself. Ain't nothing you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you were broke, it's definitely going to be your dream. Ain't nothing you can't get yourself.
Yeah.
But it's a curse because after you buy everything for yourself, then what?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Then what, man? So, like, I came in and looking at, like, the American dream. You feel me? Like, yeah, man, I'm going to get rich, buy me a house, put gate. Then what, though? Then what, Quan? What we going to do then?
Whew.
You know what I mean? So it's all about staying sane and just being happy, bro, and enjoying myself. Like, the little stuff I appreciate.
What is the kind of things that give you that peace of mind, though, Quan? Because, see, like you said, you know, a youngster that's watching this right now, they want to be rich, Homie Quan, because they want to be able to go out and buy everything that they want.
Yeah.
What do you say to that guy when that's their motivation behind what they trying to do with their life?
I would just tell them, like, it don't even got to be music. It can just be whatever you good at. Find something you good at.
Yeah.
I'd rather you do that for the rest of your life and get paid for it opposed to having that white man over your head. And you doing something. You waking up every day with an attitude. At the end of the day, I still love music. So I just had to adjust how my business was handled so I can still enjoy what I love doing.
Talk to me about the business side of things, though, man. Being able to handle your business. And what was the point that you thought, hey, man, I got to go ahead and handle my business? I've been jamming long enough, but now it's time for me to get on the business side of things.
It came around the time when me and my team, we were taking a lot of meetings from big labels, and I'm sitting at the table lost, not knowing what the hell they talking about. You feel me? That was the biggest part. You got to think, I'm the CEO, how I'm the CEO, but don't know nothing they talking about.
Yeah.
So I felt as if, like, that's something we can't do.
Yeah.
So during my time off, that was another time let me learn again. Let me get my contract and reread over everything line for line. Let me just know what this really means, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it just made me start seeing things transparent. Like, I got to really just know what's going on if I'm going to be in this business.
Exactly.
'Cause I didn't know nothing. All I knew was showing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about sound exchange. I didn't know about publishing. I didn't know about they're not little things, but in my mind, they were little. If they wouldn't show money, if it wasn't cash money, I wouldn't stand it. And that's just when they cash money slow down, man, you still got big residuals that's coming in.
Oof.
And I want to just get on top of that. Like, you feel me?
I mean, because those residuals will last you the rest of your damn life.
Come on, man. Come on, man. See, I wasn't knowing. I'm thinking the show money. That ain't nothing. You feel me? So, like, once I just learned that and really realized what was going on, I wanted to put myself in a better situation.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to the music, though, man, where did you derive your inspiration from back then versus now? Because, I mean, after you done bought everything that you want, do you still got the motivation to go in there and jam like that no more? Or is it just one of them things where I got to do it because this is my job now?
It's kind of like splits 50-50.
Yeah.
50% of me know, like, I got to do this because of my job.
Yeah.
And the other 50% of me telling myself, you know, it's your job, but let's have fun while you're doing your job. So sometimes, like, back in the day, it used to be easy to get motivated off rappers I would listen to. But now I know that's my job. I just catch motivation on something different. Like, it might be the people I'm around. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might not go get in the studio 3-4 days. Then we might go next week and get in the studio every day. It really depends on the mood. So I just try to surround myself with good people and positive vibes, man. Exactly. I get motivation just from, like, the smallest things, man. Right. I'm getting motivation from this conversation. Right. It's going to give me something new to rap about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it be stuff like that.
Exactly. Now, I mean, I saw in your interview with the therapist, man, that thing got real deep, man.
Oh,
what was that
man.
like opening up like that, Rich homie?
It was deep because, like, everybody was telling me about Viceland, but I had never seen it. Yeah. And so then when my team started prepping me on what we're doing, all I'm thinking about is therapist. Yeah. And if it's going to be broadcast, let me just tell people a lot of stuff about me like they don't know. Yeah. You feel me? Like I told you, I'm trying to recapture my fans again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So let me tell them some stuff about Quan. Let me sacrifice telling them some of my secrets to get them back in. Exactly. And that's what it was, bro. I wasn't ashamed of nothing I said because it's all the truth and it's all my story. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I mean, how did you feel like your ego, though, kind of got in your way during the early days, man?
Because it did. Like, you can't tell me nothing. And I know, you know, coming from nothing, you know, come from East Atlanta, then the kid get rich, man, what you gonna tell me? It's hard, bro.
What goes through your mind, though, man, when you get to that point? Did you realize that you was arrogant like that at that time, man?
It wasn't no like bad arrogant though. It was just like I just want to do things my way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like despite what you done been through, despite if you know it, you might be right, but I just want to do it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was more so that like Quan not listening.
Yeah.
Opposed to like just being arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was, just me learning from my mistakes, man. You know what I mean? Not cherishing a lot of those relationships I did have. You feel me?
Were you able to regain those relationships though, man? Because see, a lot of times in this game, first of all, the money changes the people around you. It might not even change you. It just be folks seeing you looking like a tilling machine walking around town. Then the fame changes the people around you because they thinking, wait a minute, that my boy Quan, but everybody over there going crazy over there, man. But I know him.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Maybe I don't know him because I just saw him on MTV the other day.
Yeah.
So how were you able to recoup those relationships, though, man? Or did you just say, you know what? Some of these relationships just got to go to hell.
It wasn't even that. Like the ones that were genuine, it never went nowhere. And the ones that were, I ain't need them anyway. I felt as if the ones that went, I cut them off, it wasn't worth having, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't having no regrets about nothing I did now. But I still did it my way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not perfect.
Come on now.
No, a lot of relationships, I did probably mess up some good ones. Now I apologize. If I can't rekindle them, I will.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that song meant to be messed up.
I feel that.
You feel me?
Now going over there to Motown, man.
Yeah.
What was that like when you found your new home, man?
Oh, man. It felt good because after coming out of the litigation, you know what I'm saying? After coming out of the independent situation for 4 years, I felt as if right now I needed somewhere to call home. Like I've been so used to running with a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't want that feeling to go away.
Yeah.
So when them sat down every label you could think of, and before like it just it felt script.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody at the big table, shake your hand. Yeah, Rich Homie, woot. They don't know Quan. Just, you know what I mean? And when I went to Capitol, I just felt as if it was a building I could take over.
Yeah.
You feel me? It felt genuine.
Yeah.
It's a feeling. You know what I mean? I followed the feeling opposed to my heart. I went with the feeling.
Well, you re-energized after you signed that new paperwork and you knew that it was time to get back on your grind, though.
Oh, of course I was you know what I'm saying? I just felt like this was my first day out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Time to show the I feel like right now, like again, I feel like a new artist. Just starting all over, man. I'm not telling my story again. I'm just picking up from where I left off.
Come on now.
You feel me?
Now, I saw where you were just in Trinidad doing your thing.
Oh, man, you know it.
Talk
you know
to me
it.
about that, Rich Homie.
Man, shout out to Trinidad, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people there. That was my first time going. The food's amazing. The women are beautiful. And the people are nice. You know what I mean? Like, again, something new to rap about, a different experience. You know what I mean? And I go to a place like that, that's my vacation. Like, you know, we just go, we enjoy ourselves, man, to the fullest. You know, we go out, we want to experience the food, we want to experience the culture. Something outside Atlanta.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, what are some of the things that rap has afforded you to be able to do, though, man, that you thought that you would never be able to do before you got into the game?
Oh, man, take care of my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's most important. Like, buy me a house, be able to buy property. And I think rap gonna be able to make sure that my grandkids straight, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to leave a legacy. That's more important than anything. You feel me? That's what, you know. Yeah, all right.
Now, on another note, though, Rich Homie, sometimes I read the blogs and I peek around, and it's kind of like a Everybody Hates Chris TV show going on.
Yeah, man.
How do you deal with that, man? Out here as a young man trying to have things, and every time you turn around, somebody popping up with something going on with you.
Oh, man. For one, man, I have to boss up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't respond to everything, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes the best answer is no answer. You know what I mean? So it's like it's all about me growing up and maturing. You know what I mean? And handling the situation just like a boss will handle it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just look at it as if I'm bossing them. Just don't believe everything you read, B.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't get caught up in that, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know me. These people can't tell you nothing about me that I ain't gonna tell you first. You feel me?
I mean, speaking of bossing up, man, what are some of the boss decisions that you catch yourself having to make on a daily basis to keep yourself out of trouble and on the right track, though?
I would just say, man, those would be boss moves I made to keep myself out of trouble. Just staying in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Keeping my circle small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just staying out of trouble way, even though it can come from anyway. But like, if I eliminate getting in trouble, I'm pretty sure I can keep my trouble, how much trouble I get in down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Now, during the time that you was riding through Georgia and the 12 tried to give you hell.
Yeah.
I mean, were you able to get that all situated and squared away? I mean, what the hell was going on with that?
Man, we went through a little roadblock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, we ended up getting locked up. I really can't talk about it too much because the case still open.
Of course.
But make a long story short, I ain't facing no 30 years.
Yeah.
You feel me? Well, by the grace of God, we'll get through that situation. We're just praying every night, bro.
What goes through your mind, though, when those kind of situations arrive, homie, and you like, man, I'm out here trying to get this bag, and I'm trying to do what I do, and here come 12 with they shit.
It just let me know the devil's still working, man. Oof. The devil's still working.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know my good outweigh my bad.
Exactly.
You feel me? I know I ain't killed nobody.
Exactly.
And I know somebody going through a worse situation than when I was going through that night. Exactly. I just prayed. I was mad, of course, because we lost a lot of money that weekend. Oof. But at the same time, the situation could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got out. We here.
Exactly. New album, though, Rich Homie.
New album.
Now, coming off of that Back to the Basics, which was already hard as hell. From what I understand, you about to take it to another level with the new album, too?
Of course, man.
What's happening?
It's about that time for me anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still haven't dropped the album, so this will be my debut album.
Are you serious?
For real, for real. Whew. Rich as in spirit.
Yeah.
We don't have a date at the moment, but it just sounds a whole lot different from Back to the Basics because you can hear me having fun on it. It just really sounds like the old Quan, but a new and improved Quan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't sound like nothing that's going on now. It puts you in a good feeling. It's a feeling opposed to a sound.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, when you hear, I want you to get goosebumps. That's the type of music I'm trying to make. Stadium music. You know.
Any collaborations we need to be looking out for?
Oh, we still working on them. I don't really want to get none out right now. You feel me? Because I just want this to be focused on me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it definitely will be features on my debut album. But it'll be like nobody in my lane. We're going after big features like Rihanna's, them Biebs. You know what I'm saying? We're going big.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like people who I always want to work with.
How do you feel having total control over everything you do now versus back in the day?
Oh, I feel great, man. Like, who would want to have control over what you doing?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you doing it. You should have control over it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel good. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have to make a lot more boss decisions now. And I feel good making them, man.
How's the fam doing, though, Rich Homie?
Oh, man, the fam doing good, man. You know, everybody doing good. Everybody growing. Exactly. You know what I mean? Everyone's, we still adapting. We haven't adapted yet. We still adapting.
Now, being in the game for 4 years, that makes you an automatic vet now, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the game has changed since the time you came in there to now?
I would definitely say it's changed tremendously.
Yeah.
I think it's more EDM now. It's more EDM opposed to like, it's not about lyrics now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying, if you tacky, you cool. Tacky is the new fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? And weird is the new cool.
You said something right there, boy.
That's just real talk, though. When you look at it, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about where you from. It ain't about how many times you done got shot no more. If you just look cool and you sound good doing it, you the man.
Now, talk to me about your messages, though, Quan, because, see, that was one of the things. I had a lot of OGs coming here talking about you, Quan.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you were a lot of their favorite artists coming out of these streets, man, because you kept that message in there. How important was it for you to tell a real story with your music, though?
That's just like the time I came up in. I thought that's what music was supposed to be about. Yeah. Every song should have a moral in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every song should be giving out free game. Every song should inspire you to want to do something. Every song should be motivational.
Exactly.
You should get one of those out of every song you hear from me. So that's just how I try to make my music, man.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to make no dance music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, like, the Flex, like, the dance went with that, but that ain't me. I ain't trying to make dance music, man.
Yeah.
I want you to feel this music, bro.
What was you thinking when your dance went viral, though, man, and everybody was hitting the Quan every 5 minutes?
It was turned. Like, it wasn't, I never really just got excited about it because I'm not a dancing person. Like, the dance came about when I was drunk. You know what I mean? The girls like this, so I wasn't really caring what nobody had to say.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Answer me this, though, man. When you catch that hell from them different media outlets and just, because that's a different kind of hell. You know, back in the day, you go to school, somebody might join your ass out. You're like, oh, man, they joining me today. Yeah. But then when you got millions of followers and all of these people with all these eyes on you and all of them got something negative to say, what's going through your mind then and how do you keep from cracking?
The only way I keep from cracking is I remember I'm human.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I have to remind the people that I didn't actually be put on this pedestal.
Yeah.
So if I make a mistake, just remember I'm human, man, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of that stuff, I don't let it get to me. So what I do is I don't know where I can look at Instagram is if I entertain it. No alerts come to my phone. I'm taking all that off my phone.
Exactly.
I don't care what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just want to do me. If you fool with it, you fool with it. You don't, you don't. I ain't losing no sleep, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, I'm content with who I am, man.
Exactly.
For real, 100%.
What do you tell that next guy coming up, though, Rich Homie, that want to get in the game and do what you did? What are some of the pitfalls that they need to be looking out for? And what are some of the goals that they need what do they need to put their eye on the prize? What is the real prize?
I would say the real prize, first and foremost, is finding your talent.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Find your talent first.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a talent. Just find what you're good at.
Yeah.
Next, I would say, make your circle small. Keep your circle small. Don't make it. Keep your circle small.
Yeah.
Then I would say, like, surround yourself around people who believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be a lot of times, a lot of days you're going to want to give up. But that's when your team coming apart.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I would just say, whatever you're good at, work at it 150%.
Talk to me about the importance of having a strong team, though, man, because, see, you got a lot of lone rangers out here trying to figure it out by themselves, and they don't even understand that they need help.
Yeah, now your team is important because, yeah, you might be the artist, but everybody's a resemblance of, y'all all are a team. Like, nobody's big enough. Yeah, you might do a lot of shows, but he might be doing a whole lot so people don't see. But just like everybody plays their part to, that's what creates a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what creates a team. Everybody doing their part.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
And that's just important to me. If everybody do their part, we can't lose.
Already. What you got coming up next, and what do folks need to be looking out for, Quan?
Man, before the year, I know they push a tour back. We still doing I'm headlining my own tour. We got an album. Mm-hmm. Like I always say, man, we still trying to make this movement bigger than life. Bigger than life.
How hard is it for you to get what you got going on in your mind to come into fruition out here in these streets, though, man? I mean, because what are some of the ideas that you have that you want to kind of put out there that you thinking, how the hell am I going to get this done, though?
Win a Grammy.
Oof.
Win a Grammy. But I know how I'm going to get it done. Well, I know what I got to do to get it done.
Uh-huh.
I got to just work hard, man.
Yeah.
I got to keep grinding. I got to grind like I never made it. You know what I'm saying? A Grammy, like, that's like my biggest thing right now. Like, if you're doing music, you should want a Grammy. Like, if you doing movies, you should want an Oscar. What we doing it for?
Now, beforehand, the hunger was for the money.
Yeah.
What is the hunger for now?
Just to tell my story, bro.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It ain't about I don't got rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm rich now. I just want to be happy telling my story, man. I just want to continue to have fun, bro, on this microphone.
Exactly.
That's all I want to do. The money gonna come trayfold, man. I done saw that.
Come on.
Money don't excite me no more, man. It's just me telling my story, knowing that it touched something, knowing that it inspires you in some way, bro.
Exactly. How do you feel, though, man? Because, see, I ain't even going to lie, that Investments was a theme song for my ass, okay?
Yeah.
When I first heard the Still Going In and all of that stuff, when I heard that Investment, I said, this young guy right here is actually saying something that's applying to everybody out here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then all the way up until now, you still been doing that, man. So I got to salute you on that because see, a lot of folks don't take the time out to show both sides of the game.
Yeah.
And what you got to understand is when you do that, that's where the longevity come from. Because see, guess what? I could pop that song back in right now and feel the same way I felt 4 years ago. Yeah. Same way I'll pop in some UGK from 15 years ago and feel the same way I felt then. Same way I'll pop in some Outkast from 20 years ago and feel the same way now. So important to keep them messages flowing because from you, they get the game.
Yeah.
They'll never know unless you tell them. And it's on us in these seats behind these mics to spread the information for the next generation because, see, by you not being scared to tell your story, the next guy's not going to be scared to tell his story. And he's going to say, you know what, I don't have to talk about this. I can talk about that and make it sound just as fly as this over here. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to telling your story and being in that booth, how do you keep it funky in there so it can still jam without you sounding like Rich Homie Quan the preacher?
Oh, man. When I'm rapping, I really put myself in the audience. I really try to rap opposed to, let me rap about something I want to hear.
Yeah.
Let me rap about something that's going to turn me up. So when I'm rapping, I put myself in the club, in the crowd. Like, that's what I picture myself when I'm making the music. Yeah, of course, I'm standing up literally in the booth, but Or like I wouldn't even say in the club. Sometimes I just put myself in different situations. Like, yeah, I want to be in the room with a girl before I hear this type of music I'm finna make. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I premeditate the song before I make it. You know, if that don't make sense, I know I just created something.
Nah,
but I definitely premeditate the kill before I do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely try to like just put myself in that environment or what music would sound like if I'm standing here or something. You know what I mean?
I definitely dig it. Well, Rich Homie.
Yes.
Anything else you want to get off your chest, my dog?
Man, I just want to say thank you, bro, for staying 100, staying true, and always fooling with me.
Man, we gonna do this the long way, boy.
You know that. You know that.
The B-High Radio Shout at Rich Homie Quan. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.